the morning, we're up early and heading east on Highway 50 for just a few miles to the turnoff for Grimes Point and Hidden Cave. Here we meet Donna Cossette from the Churchill County Museum and Archives. She's an experienced guide here at Hidden Cave, so we're in good hands.
Welcome. I'm glad you guys are actually coming out and taking a tour today with us.
Well, it's the first time, and I've been looking forward to it for a long time.
I do want to mention really quick where we're at. You're in Paiute country. We are Toi Takata, Kup Takata, and Nagai Takata. That's the tribes that I'm from. Those are the bands from northern Nevada. Toi Takata is cattail eaters. We live in the Stillwater Wildlife Refuge. That was our traditional Aboriginal homelands. And so we really try to have respect out here. All right, well, we're going to start this way.
Oh, okay.
Oftentimes people think you go straight up. You can, but this is my tour.
We get the Donna tour. This is better.
That's right. Here on our first stop, I wanted to bring you over to the Petroglyphs, but our people call them Tunumamamui.
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 I don't think I can even try that one.
And this is our father's writings. And you can obviously see, looking on this, some of them are not so obvious as to what is being etched on there. And you can see that all these basalt boulders out here, they're laying all over the place, and they have what we call a desert patina on them. And this desert patina takes a lot of time. It's like a chemical process with the water, the elements out here, and the stone itself, and it turns into this really dark, dark color. And after, if just a little bit of it's removed, you can start seeing an image form. Find oftentimes they're in locations that will tell a message, to somebody in passing, or it will tell about the location. Because when you're looking at these, you have to imagine, if you don't know what they are, you have to kind of transcend yourself back into the time of when they were created. What did the environment look like? Possibly these might have been here at the time when this whole area was marshland that you see down here. Lush cattails, tule, scirpus, water flowing, and what are the things that you might find out here? So then you start looking at the ones in the back over there. That one might look like a net, perhaps, to net
Fish?
Ducks,
Duck?
fish.
I love our father's writing. I think that's a lovely way to refer to them.
And this is what we call lichen, and it's both fungus and algae. And they have a symbiotic relationship, as in one feeds on the nutrients that come in through the water, the other one feeds on the air, and together they're able to form this wonderful patterns all over these rocks out here. It takes about 100 years for some of them to grow an inch.
Cool cave.
This is a shelter more than a cave because, as you can tell, it's not too deep. This is it. It's pretty shallow.
Yeah, it's nice though. You can see why people would want to come in and hang out. You got some shade, so probably a good place for people to rest.
That's probably how it got its name, because this area is called Picnic Cave.
Oh,
This was oftentimes a good place to have picnic because it gets pretty hot out here. And take a look out there. How many trees do you guys see out there?
I think
Not a lot of shade trees.
exactly 0.
Exactly 0. So this is a good place to come and have picnic with your family. So it probably got dubbed that.
Is that tufa growing out the
This
top?
is tufa. It's an algae that grows, and this is the byproduct from the algae, and it grows underwater. So that gives us a good indicator of how high the ancient Lake Lahontan during the Pleistocene era was in this area. So this had to have formed underwater, probably more than 12,000 years ago, because about 12,000 years ago is when the lake started to dry up and recede.
So as it was receding, before this was Picnic Cave, it might have been Lakefront Cave.
There you go.
And then it became Distant Lakefront Cave, and now it's Picnic Cave.
So here we are. We're right here at the entrance of the cave. It wasn't that bad, was it?
No, not at all.
And before we go in, many of these locations like caves, rock shelters, they're cultural site to our people. And I often say a prayer. Tana te kubakoi miakai pisha koits tawanam kakwa pihwa. And that's our Father above us, bless us for this day, and we hope that you go home safe. So this is Hidden Cave. What do you think?
It's pretty
A
cool.
lot bigger than I expected.
Yes, kind of makes you wonder how far and how deep some of these crevices go and how high up. Is there stuff on the other side of that? Is there stuff way back there? And the answer probably is yes. If you can see way over there, there's another whole entrance all the way over there.
So who discovered this?
This was actually rediscovered, I should say, by a couple of young boys, and they came out here hearing about some lost treasure from the Wells Fargo stagecoach that was hidden up in the mountains somewhere, and they came across a little hole. They put their arm in there and they could feel that there was more than just cool air coming out. It was a bigger cave in here. And what was happening outside during the 1920s, you had other farms starting to develop their farmlands, so there was a big process of getting good quality fertilizer. And the closest kind of fertilizer you can get in our area is backguano. But as the backguano miners started excavating their cache out of here, they start running across in many, not just this one, many other caves where they start finding Native American artifacts, which piqued the interest of other people who want to excavate. This cave was excavated during the 20s and the 30s, and then it was actually excavated in like 1979, 1980. You can see their excavation marks, and it didn't pan out as fruitful as they originally thought it would, so they abandoned this one. So they continue on in this area, and then you can see a fire hearth that is right below that. So they kind of abandoned the idea of continuing excavation over here, so they continued right behind us, right over here. And this area is where you can see where the majority of the excavation happened. You can see that there is a cache pit right here, and it's lined with tules. There were arrowheads, there were atlatl darts that were found in here, there was feathers, there were also nets, there were beads, shells, all kinds of stuff that was found in here. So this is an excellent example, probably one of the best ones in the Great Basin, of coming and looking at the archaeology in your face. You can walk down into the excavation dig, you can see the markings, you can see the archaeology's work that was being done inside of here. You notice by our names, Toi Tikara, Kup Tikara, Agai Tikara, Koyoi Tikara, Tubusi Tikara, Kamu Tikara. These are our band names. It's also for what we eat. Cattail eaters. We use the whole entire plant, the little seeds, the hot dog looking thing on the sticks. You can eat those. They're little tiny seeds, but you can also use that and for other purposes. The reeds themselves, as they sprout up along with the tules, we use them for our clothing, our shoes, our houses, our bed mats, our boats. We've always been depicted as if we are a people of the past and that we were not here. Well, we are here, we are alive, we are still very vibrant, and we don't live in kani or cattails or wikiups or teepees. We live like everybody else.
We feel privileged to have seen Hidden Cave. It really creates an appreciation of the lives of so many generations who came through the cave over the years.